I'm going to go over this BougeRV 200 watt shade tolerance N-type mono solar panel. That's a mouthful, everybody. So here it is right here. I actually have my solar array kind of put together right here. By the way, this BougeRV is not hooked up right now. These panels right here are 100 watt a piece. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of show you guys exactly what kind of power to expect out of one of these. Now, I don't have perfect sun right now. That's why I have this on a roller rack, because I can kind of move it around and find my sun. Now, this is the 16 bus bar setup, and you can see how that is. So the advantage of this one too, these are shade compliant. So if you have one area shaded, say if you've got it on a boat and you've got a mast of a kind of a piece or something, just shading it off like that, this thing will still have 85% of its continuous power going, instead of being like some that you'll have right here and it kind of shuts down the entire solar array, and having these tighter bus bars. Here's my old one right here. Actually, I put it right over here. That's what I'm talking about when I say bus bars. I wasn't getting a lot of power out of these, so I went ahead and took these off and replaced it with one BougeRV 200 watt. I am very impressed with this panel, by the way. So right now what I have these wired up in a series, and I'll show you how I got the positive ran into the negative, and then I have the positive out of that one ran out of here, and the negative out of that one. Here's my entire array setup. You can kind of see how it's all set up. Let me show you what we got going on. So out of that series, we're at 62. It will spike up a little higher, and we are at 39 volts. So because I got it wired in series, I'm getting more voltage coming out of there. So you can see I'm at 4.5 amps, 13.4. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually plug in the BougeRV solar panel, and let's watch this go up. So let's plug in the solar panel now, and then we'll come back and we'll check this thing. Okay, so I've already plugged up one of them there. Where's the other one? So we're gonna plug in the positive right there. So now what we'll do, we're gonna unplug this one. So let's go ahead, let's just unplug this one right here. We are unplugged. So now we're 100% just this panel right here. So let's check it with just this BougeRV panel going. Check it out. We're already at 119 and rising, 124, 24.8 or 26 volts, 9.3 amps. Now I'm just on the BougeRV panel right now. I'm already at 141 and rising on this panel. If I can get around about 150, I am very happy with this panel, especially it being one panel. I might end up getting another one of these 27 volts, 10 amps coming out here. This is a I've got it set to 30 amps, 144 watts of power coming out of that one panel. Let me plug the other two panels in and let's see what we spike up to completely. We'll let it set for a minute. Okay, I just plugged the other panel in. There it is. We are at 230 watts, 34 watts, 26.1 volts, 16.7 amps. Our amperage went way up. Our volts have stayed pretty consistent right there, but we're at 231 watts, and I really like seeing that I'm getting 16 amps of power coming in to charge this thing. Very impressed with this panel, everybody. I don't see any issues with that at all. 226 watts and 16.6 amps. That's awesome on just kind of mediocre sun. Now, when I do move it around and adjust the angle better, right now I'm at too steep of an angle. I need to be about like that, but I'm just leaving it right here. If I can get 17 amps of power out of my setup right here with that BougeRV added to it, because I was only at like 7 amps, and then I was like at 50 watts, which is not much when it comes down to two panels set up there. Yeah, everybody, I don't see any issues with this BougeRV solar panel at all. I think this will be a great addition to anyone that's just looking to have basically a single panel like this, especially a 200 watt panel, and they could run several of these. I think if I had maybe one more, I could easily get around 400 to 500 watts of power and around about maybe 20 something amps, pushing my solar controller and charging my batteries throughout the day. Like I said, this is not the perfect angle. I'd like to have some more adjustment. You can see how the sun is right there. It actually needs to be a little lower, but I'm not going to sit here and adjust on it. I just kind of want to show you guys how to do kind of like a quick solar setup and have running your solar controller and charging your batteries all in one with the BougeRV 200 watt shade tolerance solar panel. See y'all in the next video.